Liv Morgan shocks Stephanie Vaquer with a savage attack at Saturday Night Main Event. Welcome back, WWE Insider. The locker room door slams open and Liv Morgan's scream cuts through the air like a blade. Raw, guttural, the kind of sound that makes even the veterans freeze mid-lace. Stephanie Vaquer crumples to the concrete, blood pooling beneath her cheek, her title belt skittering across the floor like a discarded promise. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. No one moves. Not the makeup artists. Not the trainers clutching ice packs. Not the rookies who've only ever seen this kind of violence on a screen. Liv stands over her, chest heaving, knuckles split open, eyes wild with something deeper than rage. She wasn't supposed to be here. Liv had been pulled from the building hours earlier, escorted out by security after a screaming match with producers. They said she was unstable. They said she needed to go home. But home doesn't exist anymore. Not since the call came 2 nights ago, her mother's voice cracking through the phone. Your brother didn't make it, Liv. The overdose, they couldn't save him. She'd been in the middle of a promo rehearsal when the world tilted. The script in her hand blurred into meaningless ink. She saw her little brother's face in every spotlight, heard his laugh in the crowd's roar. Stephanie Vaquer had been the one to replace her in the main event. The Golden Girl from Mexico, handpicked by Triple H, the one they called the Future. Liv watched from her hotel room as Stephanie cut her promo, smiling, untouched, alive. The betrayal wasn't scripted. It was personal. Vaquer had texted Liv that morning. Sorry about your loss. Business is business. A heart emoji. A winking face. Like grief was just another storyline to pivot from. Backstage at Saturday night's main event, the tension had been simmering for weeks. Whispers about Liv's missed house shows, her weight loss, the dark circles no concealer could hide. Crew members avoided her gaze. Rhea Ripley tried to pull her aside last week. Voice low, talk to me, Liv. You're scaring people. But Liv just stared at the mirror, tracing the scar on her wrist from a childhood accident, her brother's hand in hers as they jumped off the garage roof. The attack happens in slow motion. Liv slips past security disguised in a hoodie, her hair dyed black overnight, a ghost in the corridors. She waits until Vaquer is alone, laughing with Zelina Vega about their upcoming tag match. The first strike is a chair across Vaquer's back, the metal bending with the impact. Zelina screams, backing into a stack of crates. Liv doesn't see her. She only sees the woman who took her spot while her world burned. Blood sprays as Liv's boot connects with Vaquer's temple. The sound is wet, intimate, the kind that echoes in nightmares. Vaquer's eyes flutter, confused, then terrified as she realizes this isn't a work. Security floods in, but Liv fights like a cornered animal, nails raking faces, elbows cracking jaws. She's screaming her brother's name, over and over, until her voice gives out. Triple H watches from the monitor, face pale. He remembers his own breakdowns, the nights he sat in empty arenas wondering if the business was worth the bodies it broke. He doesn't stop the footage from rolling. Medics swarm Vaquer, her breathing shallow, a concussion already confirmed. Liv is dragged away in cuffs, real ones, her makeup streaked with tears and blood, whispering apologies to no one and everyone. The scandal explodes online within minutes. #Liv Morgan arrested trends worldwide. Fans who once chanted her name now call her a monster. But in the comments, a few recognize the hollow look in her eyes, the grief that turns love into violence. In the ambulance, Vaquer regains consciousness long enough to ask for her mother. The paramedic's hand trembles as he dials the number. Family breakdowns aren't just headlines. They're phone calls at 2 a.m. with no script. This isn't the Liv Morgan the world fell in love with. This is the girl who used to sneak her brother into shows, who promised him she'd make it so he'd never have to work another dead-end job. This is what happens when the spotlight becomes a grave. The legacy of Saturday night's main event will forever carry this scar, a reminder that behind every entrance theme, every championship reign, there are human hearts breaking in real time. Keep watching. Keep feeling, because the truth doesn't end when the credits roll.